Welcome to DCL Talk Show. This week we are changing our discussion format a little bit. What we are going to do is first uh, we are going to go in a similar pattern: Pool A, and then Pool A prediction, Pool B, and then Pool C, like that. Pool A, Pool B, Pool A prediction, Pool B prediction, Pool C prediction, like that. But I picked few games out of those all the pools, and which we are calling buzz games of the week. When I say buzz games, some uh, um, uh, based on expectations, what they're supposed to do to be on the good side in the group in terms of points. That's one criteria. The other one is some might based on their strength, uh, they have created some buzz before the game, and there are some games that have created a buzz after the game. Okay, though maybe for example, say Raptors versus Stingers. Okay, like that. We are going to go in a sequence today, and all the buzz games this week will be analyzed by Imti, and Group A by Dinesh, Group B by Satish, Group C by Vijay. Okay, right now we don't have Vijay here. He'll be joining little late. Let me welcome our analyst tonight. Welcome to the show, Imti.
Yeah, thank you, Jagan, and welcome to fellow analysts, and welcome to all our listeners for yet another episode of DCL Talk Show on DCL Radio. We had some good games in the past week, and as the tournament progresses, we are getting into the meat of the league, and some interesting games coming up. So, looking forward to it.
Okay, welcome to the show, Dinesh.
Thank you, Jagan bro. Hello to all listeners and fellow analysts. Looking forward to a wonderful show today with a couple of interesting games from the past week.
Okay, welcome to the show, Satish. First time he is joining our show, and we are looking forward to your analysis throughout this season.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jagan, and hello to our fellow analysts. Yeah, I'm excited to be part of this show again, and I'm looking forward tonight for the great analysis.
Thank you. And so Dinesh will start tonight's proceedings with analysis of Pool A, and then right after his analysis, we will do buzz game of Pool A, and then prediction, and then step into Pool B, like that. That is going to be the sequence tonight. Dinesh, your time starts now.
Alrighty, it is KRCC versus MI Rangers. KRCC batted first, was trying to follow this game as much as possible live. I thought MI Rangers did bowl decently well against such a batting lineup. So nothing much from the opening partnership except it was steady with 14 runs, and Tamimoni and Ziban were put in a decent partnership there. With Tamimoni 2 sixes, 28 from 24, and then Zuban gave decent support to Tamim. After that, nothing much to write about. Jasneet, decent enough contribution with 6 out of 33, held one end up, along with Raza Ali, 16 out of 38. They sort of got to 91. I think, knowing what KRCC are, I think they are not aiming too high. They are happy with this sort of a score, at least in the finals. That's what the captain told me, is they always go for a decent enough score first, and then if they get anything more, they're happy. So probably they settled for 91. Good bowling from Praveen, Kumar and Naga, both picking up 3 wickets each. Better economy for Praveen with 3, and Naga with 3.77, and Manoj Paul picking up 2 wickets. So target of 92, on paper at least, would have been a pretty interesting chase for MI Rangers. They would have thought they were in the hunt, but I think knowing what KRCC can bring from their bowling front, Tamimoni, the chief destructor there, Muzaffar Ali was the chief destructor with 4 wickets, but Tamimoni with 3 wickets for 4 runs with an economy of less than 1 was the star with the ball as well. Nothing much to write about from a batting front for these guys, other than Vijay, 15 out of 18. There's nothing much to write about. Then Mufassir Ali, what he can do. So 4 wickets for 5 runs with an economy of 1. Jasneet with an economy of, for bowling 5 overs with an economy of 1.8. So 3 of them less than 2 runs economy rate shows how good their bowling was, or how good the batting was too. So congrats to a comfortable win for KRCC by 44 runs. Moving on to the next game, Phantoms versus Indus Thunders. Phantoms, I thought, were picking up in their batting, but against this predominantly bowled by Dinesh, 3 wickets there, and Madhusudana as well, 4 wickets there. They didn't do much. The only thing, probably Jitesh, 8 out of 35. Was the only standout there, along with some 5 extras. They folded for 30. So Dinesh Panditi, 4 overs, 6 runs for 3 wickets. Same story like in the previous game. Manoj Singh with an economy of 0.8 with 1 wicket, and Azumuddin with 1.5, then Madhusudana with 1.66 economy with 4 wickets, where the chief disruptors to get them out for 30. So chasing 30, obviously Indus Thunders losing Abhi the very first over. Matter of fact, in the 3rd ball itself. After that, Ashwani and Verma, both of them were able to finish things off in 4.3 overs. That 1 wicket went to Jitesh Gowda. So wonderful, comfortable victory. 9 wickets in 5 overs. Well done, Indus Thunders. Hawks versus Red Devils is the next game. Probably this should have been one of the talked about games as well. Lived up to the expectations, I thought. Hawks coming back against a pretty decent Red Devils bowling. Sachin, 26 out of 47 with decent enough partnerships from Vikram and Yashwant, 9 and 10 each. Then Shashank with 11 out of 21. Then Arun, 26 out of 21, was the joint highest scorer with some 11 extras there. They got to 105. They would have been very happy to get to over 100 runs. So well played to Hawks. From a bowling front, I think the last 3 bowlers, Gagan, Satish, and Sai Gautam, were the best bowlers for Red Devils. Gagan picking up 2 for 12, Satish 2 for 20, and Sai Gautam with the most wickets of 3 for 18. So 106 to chase. It's always anything over 100, how good your lineup is. It's going to be a little bit of a tough ask, I would say, or needs to be a steady start, which is what they got, Sai Gautam and Gagan. So Gagan was the best scorer with 40 out of 37 with 3 sixes there. Then later down, there was a little bit of hiccup with Swarna Rahul and Rizwan Ali, both of them getting out cheap for cheap scores. Then Chanakya Lokam putting in that partnership with Gagan Singh. Chanakya Lokam contributing 27 from 36 balls with a 6. And then eventually Uday quick fire 16 out of 22 with a 6 to finish things off in 19.2 overs with 7 extras. From a bowling front, Praveen picking up those 3 wickets for 17 runs was the best bowler. Vinay Kumar, Yashwant, and Harish Kumar 1 wicket each. So comfortable victory at the end, I would say, but probably the number of wickets in the middle and towards the end of the game would be a little bit of a worry, I guess. But considering they were able to chase it in less than 20 overs, would be a good win for Red Devils. So Red Devils won by 4 wickets. So
at some point, I thought Hawks had upper hand in this one when Red Devils were chasing.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking as well. Is like they were doing well. I think throughout the game, Hawks did live up to, even though they didn't win this game, I think they would be pretty happy with the performance.
Yeah.
So were you following the game midway through?
Yeah, I was following this one. When Hawks score 105 and when I checked the score, Red Devils were in little trouble. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is a game. So then
I think eventually Chanakya Lokam and Uday steadied the ship. They were
Yes,
at one
yes,
stage,
yeah,
for
yeah.
68.
Right after this game, I put a message in our group saying that well played. So yeah.
Right.
Sorry to
Okay.
interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, no problem. That's all
Yeah.
cool. I needed to take a little bit of breath before the last game. I think by mistake I got this game. Alrighty. Troy Hawks versus Thunderbolts. Yeah, it was a 2 p.m. Sunday game. I mean, because I played, probably I can comment about the pitch. Not that great for shot making. Probably you would see from a batting standpoint from Troy Hawks, there were only 2 boundaries in a score of 98. So Deepak got a pretty quick breakthrough in the 4th ball. After that, there was a good partnership between Natraj and Rushi. Both of them 17 each, and then from there they kept rotating pretty well. So Premnath 11 out of 21, and then Rohit Pawar 20 out of 18. So he was trying to connect, but again was not able to connect properly. Number of extras, big worry for Thunderbolts with the 15, 12 wides there, 15 extras propelled the score to 98 from 25 overs. Chief Destructor Deepak Bhaskaran, as usual, Tayyab bowled decently well. Devnath slightly expensive with wicket each for Tayyab and Devnath. Then Manjinder picked up 2 wickets, so he was the crucial one to break that partnership for that one down as well. So yeah, 98 to chase. We thought that we were in the hunt, but as usual, the top order did not contribute. Pretty respectable score only from Riyaz from 13 out of 27 and 10 out of 21. So that run out of Riyaz and Ashwin sort of set things back. I think it completely broke the momentum. It was a matter of ones and twos was what was required, strike rotation, but those 2 runouts did not help. Then the lower order as well is like with those number of ducks, as many as 4 ducks did not help. Mithilesh got that 6 out to register the only boundary of the batting innings, and with little bit of help from extras, or probably a lot of help from the extras of 14, limped along to 49 and ended up in 15.2 overs. So from a bowling front, Hari Prasad bowled well. 3 wickets for 4 runs with an economy of 1.33. Then Rohit supported him well with 2 wickets with an economy of 1.67, and 2 for Santosh and Sabri. Big worry is how many overs the batting is lasting is the biggest worry for Thunderbolts. Hopefully we can bounce back.
Yeah, it looked totally dominated in a one-sided game by Troy Hawks. Okay, then our next game is the buzz game of the weekend. Why I call it buzz game is Rising Stars and Canton Hurricanes. So these 2, I always thought they have very good talent, yet they were unable to progress to the next level. But this year, Rising Stars are proving everybody wrong. Your thoughts, Imti, on this game?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, looking at both the teams, Canton Hurricanes and Rising Stars, they're going neck to neck this season, actually, before this game. And I think coming against each other, I think one of the teams had to prove a point. And I think Rising Stars came out successful in that endeavor. So I'll be a little honest here, and I really did not expect much from Rising Stars at the beginning of the season. But looking at their performance, they have 3 wins out of 4 games that they've played, and they're really looking strong. And they have beaten some good teams in the process, right? So. Uh, uh, but in this specific game, Canton Hurricanes also was coming from a good performance in their last game. So it was a good contest between the two teams, but Canton Hurricanes somehow slipped away in this game, I thought, and Rising Stars capitalized that the slip up and got that crucial win, and went across, and now sitting above Canton Hurricanes in the point table. So these are some good wins, crucial wins that will help them in the long way, I think. If we just look at this game, on the Canton Hurricanes won the toss, elected to bat first. Their regular performer Adarsh Nair couldn't really shine in this game, but then thanks to Mohammad-AbdulDinesh at the top of the order and Amit Sivrai in the lower middle order, that scored bulk of the runs, helped by Subaik Rana or Raina also in the middle. Usual contribution. All in all, three double-digit scores there, and they could come to 86. Again, they did not play out the 25 overs. Could have added another 5-10 runs if they had played out those 25 overs, and 90-95 would have been another good target there. In the bowling front for Rising Stars, I think the pick of the bowlers, clearly Prakash Chaudhary, picked up 4 wickets out of his 4.1 overs, and then well supported by Vikrant and Dhiman Patel in the process. I think the problem with the Canton Hurricanes batting here was, even though they had some crucial contributions in there, not not much partnerships, to be honest. Like, there was only one 30 close to 30 odd runs partnership in that entire batting scorecard. Out of 86 runs, one partnership is around 30 runs, and then all the other remaining wickets, I think, couldn't really put up good partnerships there. Rising Stars again going into chase 86. It would have been a tough chase, but then I think Gopal Patel, their opener, made sure that it did not come to that point. They easily chased down this total in the 19th over, thanks to Gopal Patel. 42 runs from 56 balls, 3 fours, stayed not out, made sure that he was there and took his team through to the victory. He was well supported by Sukun Patel, Bhavin Patel in the middle, and that third wicket partnership of 51 runs made sure that they could easily cross the line. Again, bowling, Canton Hurricanes used almost all 8 bowlers in the process trying to get a breakthrough, but that never happened. And in the end, it looked like an easy victory, but in the context of the pool and the standings, I think Rising Stars got a very, very crucial win here, and are looking good for the rest of the season.
No, if playoffs happen today,
Mhm.
both Rising Stars and Canton Hurricanes they are making it to playoffs. They are in top 5.
Correct.
Yeah. So
But then I think Rising Stars, actually both Rising Stars and Canton Hurricanes have some good games coming up. Like, they both haven't played KRCC, and I think even Troy Hawks, they're yet to play. So there are some good games coming in the Thunders.
yeah.
So it'll be good to see how they perform against these top teams.
Okay. Now we quickly jump into Pool B. Satish, your time starts now.
Sure. I think the first game of the night is a Gladiators versus Motor City, which is a Pool B game. I think it looks like this game happened at Drake Sports Park 1. For me, it looks like, this game, Gladiators must be looking more than a win. They must be looking to see, they wanted to win a toss, which exactly happened. They won the toss and they elected to bat. They're actually aiming to put some runs, big runs on the scoreboard. I mean, looking at the batting order, I think, I know. I mean, regularly Taifur Rahman used to open the bat, pretty common and Glad's batting order. But it looks like Satya Velayudham, Satya himself, the captain himself, scaled up, and then he went up in the order opening, and then they both batted brilliantly. So at one point in time, 10 overs, 52, no loss, and then the first wicket gone, and then followed by 65 runs, the second wicket gone, both the openers gone, departed. And then there comes the man of the hero, Gladiators, Arjun Ashwani. I must say, I should give credit to Motor City bowlers here because they controlled Arjun Ashwani in this game. Otherwise, we can easily put some runs. Arjun can easily he's capable of scoring some big runs, especially on this kind of teams. Credit goes to Motor City bowling attack, where they controlled Arjun in the low score with 12 runs. And however, on the fellow batsmen Hardeep, Sehwag, and they put some runs on the board, 21 runs and 11 runs. And overall, they could manage to score 138. And I'm sure it will be a disappointment for the Gladiators, where they must be aiming above 150 or 160. But this is a decent score for this T-ball format. And on the bowling front, I think pretty much Motor City used 6 bowlers, where everybody like above par score as a economy, like 5 above. Only 2 bowlers notable performance: Aravind and Hari Shankar. They both bowled brilliantly, took three wickets each. And the first bowler Sujay Agitla, so he took 2 wickets. Overall, Motor City, they did their part, controlling to a decent score. But coming back to the chase, chasing this 139 against the Gladiators bowling is a tough ask, which exactly proved they couldn't live up to the expectation. The Motor City batsmen, they got some good batsmen on the board, especially the captain himself, Bhargav. He can bat brilliantly sometimes, because he knows how to play this T-ball format. I couldn't see much performances in the batting score. Everybody under 10 runs, which haunted them for the loss. I mean, the bowling front from the Gladiators, because of the high score, I think looks like Gladiators used pretty much 8 bowlers. Everybody in the roster everybody in the game on the day. Notable performances from Jawad. 3 overs, he bowled brilliantly. He gave away only 6 runs, and then he took 2 wickets. And rest of the bowlers, Jeet, Taif, Satya, and Naeem Afridi, and then Gautam, everybody took each 1 wicket. So overall, it's a outstanding performance, and then classic play by Gladiators. Congrats Gladiators, and then better luck Motor City for next game.
A quick comment, if permitted.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I was watching this game, then obviously former teammate Hari picked up those top 3 wickets, right? Especially Tayyab, Satya, and Arjun. So credit to him. That's all I wanted to note there.
Yeah, especially if he is the mastermind behind taking the Arjun's wicket, right? Otherwise, I was thinking Arjun would have easily scored as a minimum 50 runs, if not century.
Yeah. So I was listening to a little bit of commentary. I think he can bowl. He's experienced left armer. He can bowl over and around. So a good performance.
Yeah, I know him. I played with him in the few years back. We used to practice with him. He's a lefty, so a seamer.
Yeah.
That gives some advantage to batsmen they'll have some difficulties to read lefties always.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, the next game, FCC Agni versus Pokeries. This game, I think Pokeries coming to this game, if I'm not wrong, they're coming from a loss against the Stars, and then I'm sure they must be very eager or very hungry to get a big win against this FCC Agni game. Considering the quality of the team when compared to the strength of the Pokeries, they must be aiming to a win, which exactly happened. Pokeries won this game eventually, but getting into the details of this, Agni won the toss and they elected to bat. Agni did the right thing. And then I must say, Agni did batted brilliantly, right? They scored 95 runs with the bowling attack what Pokeries has. Pokeries has a very decent bowling attack in the league. Most of the teams we can call, some of the teams, they bank on their bowling attack with a pace, but Pokeries is the one where they have the bowling attack they use the mind game, right? All bowlers in the Pokeries, pretty much they use mind to bowl. Especially with the slow, medium, and then variations in every over, right, or every ball. So that is very tricky to any team to score. But I must say, Agni batted brilliantly, putting 95 runs on the board. Out of which, I must say, Agni batters the openers, right, as Shakil Khan and Tanmay Jante. They batted brilliantly, like 17 runs and 26 runs. and followed by Rishabh Kapoor. He is one of their backbone where he can slog, get some runs on the board, which exactly he did, 13 runs. And then Satish Mattapalli, he scored 16 runs. Rest of them, they gone for ones and zeros and very, very few runs. But in and out, they batted pretty much all 22 overs. They would have batted the rest of the quota. I would say triple digit score is always tricky for any team to chase, but they fall short behind 2 overs. But overall, 95 runs is a good score if you have enough bowling attack to control 95. And then coming to the bowling performances from Pokeries, here comes, right, like I said, Vicky, right? I haven't seen many times, Vignesh started the bowling with the bowling attack. But I know Pokris have got a new skipper, Ranjit. I know he must be having his own ideas this time. He's trying out many areas. As part of his strategy, I think opening with a Vicky is always a good idea, which exactly worked out. He picked up 5 wickets, and congratulations to Vicky. Absolute performance, 4 overs, 20 runs, and 5 wickets. And followed by Ravi Narla, mastermind of Pokeris, 4 overs, 2 wickets. But this time he was a little expensive from the ball. But otherwise, Serenraj and Avinash, they picked up a wicket each. And then Ranjit, his full quota of 5 overs, no wicket, but 20 runs. But overall, it's a class bowling attack. Irrespective of Agni's batting. I think Agni, this season I've seen Ramesh Satyavaram, he's working out vigorously and then pulling out some players from leather ball. That's what he added, two new players in our game, and then in this game I see a new person. Those guys are really good. If they are playing out the full season of Agni for rest of the games, I think Agni is the team to watch out in Pool B. It can steal some of the big teams, so we need to watch out that. Yeah. So especially Shanur Khan, the first down batsman, he is a very tricky bowler, the lefty slow spinner. And the other player, I can say, Amin Jahan. Amin Jahan, he is very good hitter and is a very good bowler, pace bowler. He bowls all cutters, in swings. These guys are really good. And moreover, I noticed one thing in this Agni game, they are missing their main player, Arjun Adabala. I must say he is one of the anchor player. He can play anchor innings in the batting. I think that because of him, I think he's missing the game. Maybe if he would have in the game, I think 110, easily 110 score we are looking at. And that 110 score would have changed something else, right? This result of the game. But irrespective of it, we should give credit to Pokeris. Coming to Pokeris batting, I know Pokeris is one of the strongest, one of the team which contains the deep batting lineup. And that proved exactly. And again, right, this new skipper, Ranjit, he's trying out many areas, just like bowling, he's trying in the batting as well. I never seen Seren coming second down. All the time I seen Pokeris, Seren is the best opener for them to score good runs. So this time he's coming second down. But I think Vicky and Avinash, I know Avinash is a very fantastic player as far as I know. He has that skill and technique. Looks like he's being given a good opportunity this season. So he can do much better. He would have done much better, but he scored 7 runs. But Vignesh, I think he falls short with 8 runs. But here comes the man, right? When they were 33 for 3 wickets in the span of 11 overs. Prasanna Manikvel, I heard about this. I never seen this guy playing, but I heard about great things about this person. This player, he's a great addition to Pokeris. He stood the game there, and then he took that game into his side. And then for him, I think GK, Gautam Radhakrishnan, he actually helped the Pokeris to make sure they're not giving the 4th wicket or 5th wicket, right? Otherwise, at one point, they were 4 wickets. They were almost... I think they scored good. I think Prasanna and GK, they both batted until 88. After they lost 3rd wicket in 35, they batted until 88 to make sure they're not giving 4th wicket. Think about this. If they lost the quick wicket, otherwise this would have been easily game to Agni. But overall, we should give credit to Pokeris. Their experience talks here. They batted brilliantly, chasing 96. But they missed the bonus, which is okay. 4 points is always good. And bowling attack, Ramesh Satwaram, as we all know, he's a fine bowler, heavy, where he can have good command on the ball. He took 2 wickets, and Jayrathan Kambam, he's a spinner. He took 1 wicket, and then Raghu, he took 1 wicket. Rest of the bowlers, I think they tried their best, but irrespective of it, I know Pokris outplayed Agni, especially in terms of batting. Congrats, Pokris, and good luck, Agni, for next game.
Okay, the next one is local boys versus Cover Drive Cricket Club.
Yeah. So this one, local boys, I know it's one of the good team in Pool B. As we all know, Pool B is a little tough team, tough pool this season. Local boys is one of the good team, and that exactly proved in this game. Then coming to the toss details, local boys won the toss, and they did the right thing to choose bat. And then they were so hungry to score runs, which they did not do in the previous 3 games. But this game, everybody batted well, especially the main key player, who is Srinivas Nelamalai. He is the key man in the local boys. He played anchor role coming opening, and then he scored 34 runs. And of course, the other opener, Harsha, he helped him to put that partnership. But a remarkable innings by Naren Venkateshan. This guy is, I seen this guy. I mean, this player. He plays brilliantly. Some shots in his book, he plays some big shots, and looks like he capitalized that bowling attack from the Cover Drive Cricket Club. So overall, they scored 139 runs in the span of 25. They played their full quota, and then they just lost only 7 wickets. Some remarkable performances from Narain, and then Srinivas and Elamalai. And the down order, Prashant and Shaikh Mohammed, they batted well, and then they scored double digit and added that to 139. And bowling attack from CDCC, being a new team, Cover Drive Cricket Club, they have a long way to go. They're still in the baby steps. I think they use 6 bowlers pretty much, and then pretty much everybody bowled reasonable, out of which one person, Ravichander Gambhir Peta. So this first player, he bowled full quota, and he took 4 wickets of local boys, and his economy is brilliant, 3.8, right? So we need to watch out this bowler. So I mean, he must be having a good outing going forward with the next games. Chasing 139 is always tricky. Being a new team, they got to have enough experience with this ball, and enough for batting lineup. Looks like they're falling short of the batting lineup. CDCC, only the opener Srinivasan Manikan, except that player, everybody else, they were not unable to hold the wicket, held into the crease at least 5 to 6 balls or 10 balls. Other than Praneeth Velluru and Shivakumar Mangalpalli, I think that wicket partnership it dragged for a bit. Otherwise, everybody else, 1 ball 0, 2 ball 0, something like that. I think they bowled out almost 16.4 overs, and then they scored only 59 runs. I think they need to improve a lot in the batting attack. And coming to bowling attack from local boys. Local boys has a very decent bowling lineup, especially their bowlers Satya Kompala and Suryan Supatra and Srinivas Elamale. Of course, Srinivas Elamale is a dangerous bowler on a given day, but looks like this day, excuse me. This game, I think he didn't work out for him, but the rest of the bowlers, they helped everybody else. They bowled brilliantly. Only one thing to notify to local boys: they need to work out on their extras. 16 extras is not an acceptable thing. They need to work on that.
Okay. With that, we have covered Pool B. One thing in the sequence I forgot is predictions from Pool A and Pool B. Pool A. Okay, now that Vijay also joined, welcome to the show, Vijay.
Thank you, Jay.
So we'll quickly go through the Pool A predictions and then get into Pool B buzz games. Okay.
Let's do the predictions all in the end, Jagan. That's okay. Because
okay.
We already are in the process, right?
Yeah. So, okay then. You take that 2 buzz games. I have selected 2 buzz games. Of course, Legends versus Gujarat Lions is much talked about game before last week, and Stars and strikers I mentioned there, everybody thought stars are going to, it's going to be a cakewalk for stars, but from 38 to 8, 38 for 8 to 80 plus runs, and from commanding position, even while chasing, stars from commanding position to last wicket win, I think. So they made the game interesting. So that is the reason I put those two games there. Okay, yeah, it's yours now.
Yep. Again, I'll try to cover these games, Legends and Gujarat Lions, but we obviously have Satish also on the show, so he can add maybe once
So
I'm done. So if I miss
I was the
anything.
umpire for this game.
Okay,
you
so
should
we have two.
you should cover that.
Okay,
Yeah, you should probably cover the
even
game. Maybe I will add my points. So
so let me tell you something.
sure.
This season, first time I went for umpiring. Actually, this is the second time. The first time when I went for umpiring, game got washed out. It did not happen. So this is the first game I went. Somehow there was I felt like there was a lot of pressure on me in this game. Okay, and so after the match I felt like I did not live up to um, general expectations of umpiring. That's what I felt after this game. Okay, with a couple of complaints.
So,
Okay.
so that means the game did not live up to the expectation. The umpiring,
Umpire,
self
even umpire, as an
self
umpire, I
feedback
did not.
is
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's
Satish should
interesting.
comment on the umpiring. I'm kidding. No, don't.
So yeah, if
Okay,
you
please.
quickly want to go through the game, Satish or Jagan, please. All right.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay.
I'll add here and there whenever required.
Sure. So again, like we have been saying, so this was probably the showcase game of the week that was talked about in the last week, and somehow I think it did not live up to the expectations because in the end it looked like more of a one-sided game. Again, not taking away any credit from Legends, I think they made it look that easy. To be honest, Gujarat Lions won the toss, selected to bat, and they put up a score of 80 runs. Did not play the entire 25 overs. Again, another complaint that I have been having with this team. Uh, 21 overs, so another 4 overs could have added at least 15-20 runs is what I'm thinking. Ishan Patel, the mainstay of the batting lineup, scoring 30 runs from 37 balls. He was supported in the middle by Maulik Patel, 19 runs. But apart from these two scores, not much contributions again, like until the very end. Utkarsha giving some contribution of 9 runs that helped them get to that 80 mark, I think. But brilliant bowling, again one of the best bowling lineups in the league Legends has, and with Praveen Arikatla coming back into the mix, I think they had their full bowling lineup for this game. Probably missing Harish though, but I think this was a more confident bowling lineup. Srikanth, Gurunaga among the wickets, 3 wickets each, and then well supported by Praveen and Sai Pratap among the wickets as well. I think overall they did a very, very good job considering Maulik Patel and Ronak U Patel in the lineup. I think they did very, very good job to limit them to 80 runs. Again, Ronak U Patel, he played decently in the last game, but then could not click here. So I think a lot of the fortunes of Gujarat Lions will depend on how Ronak U Patel fares and contributes to the scorecard. Going into the chase, I think SLCC Legends just had a simple mantra there: stay at the wicket. 80 is not a big score. They can easily chase that out, and that's what exactly they did. Their openers made sure that they did not lose early wickets, stayed there till the wicket, the very first wicket falling in the ninth over, and they already put up close to 30 runs until that point. And then you see good contributions in the very top. Prashant 12, Raviteja 18, Ravitej Pujari 29 not out. I think a lot of credit to Ravitej Pujari in this game to make sure that he stayed there and made sure that the team crossed the line there. Overall, I think again, like they just had to be there, and even that is a very crucial part of the DCL game, right? Just staying at the wicket to make sure the wickets don't fall, and also rotating the strike. And then I think that's what the batsmen did brilliantly here. They chased down the score for loss of 3 wickets in the same amount of overs, 20.5. And overall, I think this win will give SLCC Legends a huge, huge confidence boost going into the next games. Anything to add?
Adding, see, Satish can add. And see, I watched both sides, right? Somehow, I always thought Legends are more a bowling team than a batting team. But first time, I liked their batting more than their bowling. Okay, see, this is how I felt. Legends bowling is bit slow than what I expected. That's what I felt. Okay, that's one thing. And on the Gujarat Lions side, um, there are some bad shots from their seniors. They are the ones who has to contribute with the bat, but they did not do a good job. And especially like Ronak, he's supposed to play long innings. If Gujarat Lions has to go deep into the season, and maybe that's the only advice I can give you. And I didn't like the fielding setup of Gujarat Lions also. These are the key things that I wanted to add because I saw the game. Okay, Satish, if you want to add anything, you can. Otherwise, we
Yeah,
can go to please.
yeah, a couple of things. Yes, as we all know, my team always we think that it's a polling attack team. We always fall behind with the batting. So I want to congratulate my batsmen, especially they pulled the game really cool and very well. And moreover, I want to give a big shout out to my bowlers. If you look at the scorecard game, the Gujarat Lions were cruising like anything. They were like 55 for 3 in 12 overs. And then we were thinking, okay, they may easily go like 120 by the way Maulik was playing in the crease and especially Shan. Our game strategy was always to not to let Maulik and Ronak to play long innings. And rest of the players we did not think about much, but Ishan played really well. He played out all our bowlers the first 2 overs with a patient scheme that he played. We thought easily they'll cruise to 120, and we were actually getting prepared to our batsmen in the first our bowling. I mean Gujarat Lions first break. We are thinking of 120, and then we are preparing our batsmen to get ready for the mindset to chase 120 in this game. That was our mindset. But I must say our bowlers, especially the prime bowlers, Praveen, Srikanth, Guru, they pulled the game really back, and we took like 7 wickets in the second half in just the span of 18 runs. That actually put down them, for 80, and then our batsmen got more confidence to chase 80. And one thing I noticed, like Jagan said, their Gujarat line batsmen, actually there was a wind factor in the field. Wind was against the long on, long off. So we can't really clear the boundaries or sixes against the long on, long off. We need to hit against the wind. The batsmen, almost three of them gave catch in long off or long on, hitting against the sixes against the wind. Whereas our batsmen, they capitalized that they saw that momentum or they saw that caveat in the wind factor. We started hitting against the wind, and then we didn't go for big shots. We just went all those ones and twos, capitalizing the score. I mean, chasing with that 80 twos actually would do it. That's the strategy we used in our batting, which worked out well.
Okay. So quickly, let's get into the next game. Stars versus strikers. I think who can walk us this one better than
I would rather not
Star
walk you
himself?
through this game because it's very embarrassing, to be honest. Again, so before the game, I think this was not much talked about. Like most of the analysts predicted Stars to win this game, and rightly so. I think strikers also were missing a few key players in their lineup, and it was supposedly going to be a straightforward game for Stars, but it did not happen. So I think this game, if we look in its entirety, we can divide this into four parts. Where when strikers was batting first, their first 15 overs, they really couldn't score much. They were at 37 runs for 8 wickets around that 15th over mark. And then the second part of their innings, somehow they started counterattacking the last 2 wickets. They were able to put up close to 60 runs. 50 runs. So it was just pure counter-attack hitting, and it worked in their favor, and they were able to put up the score of 84. Again, like Sarvesh Sharma carried out his bat throughout the innings, stayed not out, came to open the innings, 24 runs from 40 balls. I think he was just holding up one end, and In the first half, the other batsmen really couldn't support him, but then the last two, Kapil and Riten Munshi, really just went with their guts and tried to hit some boundaries, and it worked in their favor, and they were able to get some crucial runs in there. So the momentum completely shifted to strikers at the halfway mark when they were able to score that 84 runs. Again, another important observation here is 17 extras, which is not expected from bowling lineup for Stars. I thought that was a way too high number of extras there that helped the score to go to 84. Bowling department, Deepak again was unplayable, picking up 4 wickets, well supported by Shashank, 2 wickets. The rest of just decent bowling, but way too many extras for the caliber of Stars bowling is what I thought. Then again, the second innings, when Stars started to chase, it was like a very smooth sailing, and runs were consistently being scored, and even though the first wicket fell quickly, but I think the partnership between Zishan and Ravi Teja, and then Arun and Ravi Teja, it was going on very well for Stars. And then again, come the 15th over mark, once Arun and Ravi Teja got out, in the process of trying to finish the game. Then Stars had 9 runs to win. At that point, they had 6 wickets in hand and almost 9 overs remaining. But then I think it was a brilliant comeback from Stars, from strikers bowling. Sujay Yerwa, Swapnil, and Shreyas Kulkarni. They just somehow put in those dot balls, built the pressure, and got those wickets consistently. And in the end, it came down to the very last wicket where Shashank Gowda had to go for a shot, and then somehow got that 4 runs of that ball after strikers fielders missed the catch of that. So it was at one point where Stars as a team we were going for that bonus point, and in that process lost all these wickets. And in the end, strikers were calculative. They made sure that they won the bonus point after the 21.3 overs. But then this last ball 4 kind of brought the bonus point back to Stars. So it was a seesaw of luck, I think, in that last final 2-3 overs. But in the end, again, having to score 9 runs with 6 wickets in hand and not being able to make it, I think it is a very, very early wake up call for Stars, and they need to work on this going into the next games. Overall, in the end, it's a win with 5 points, but then the way it was achieved, I don't think will give any confidence to the Stars teams in the batting.
Okay, with that, we'll quickly jump into Pool C. Vijay, your time starts now.
Okay. So the first game for me is Marvels and Diarrhea. Actually, we talked last week. I think you guys were discussing this may be a match to watch because both teams are trying to win. And I think here, I think comfortably Diarrhea won against Marvels, and Marvels are still at the bottom of the Pool C. But again, again, being a new team, they put up 76. And amazing part is they played 25 overs. So I think that's a start, right? So not many big scores, but the partnership between Jagan and Rajesh. I think Jagan is the captain, I'm assuming, of Marvels.
Yes.
And so they had a partnership, but again, they were trying to stay and not trying to rotate. So that's one of the things that they could potentially improve if they want to put if you get close to 100, that's always a mind block score for any opponent. It was a okay score, right? I mean, they were 7 for 64 in 22 overs and then folded up for 76 all out. So I wouldn't say it's a great score, but it's a okay score. And batting second, the area, they just won comfortably. I think they didn't let any momentum go to Marvels at any point of time. So it was, even though they lost 2 quick wickets in 2 overs, they were able to, the partnership between Sriram Kumar and Imran Jayed, that took them, potentially a 50-run partnership made sure that they win this game very easily. So this is I think it looked like one-sided, but I think that since we were not there at the game, it could have been either way. But kudos to the area. They won 2 in a row now, if I'm not wrong, and they are sitting with 10 points in Pool C. So a great story, because I think they've only won 1 point last year. So coming this season and winning 2 games and getting 10 points, looking very promising in the area, and I'm sure they will add more talent in the upcoming.
I'll call this one as dominance by the area, because
Yeah.
they chased it in 18 overs.
Yeah. So and then if you see, they didn't have any big sixes or anything. They only have 2 boundaries, so which tells me that they worked hard for their runs, either twos or singles, whatever it is. So that's a good paced innings then from Sriram Kumar. So congrats, the area, and hard luck Marvels. I think Marvels has to work on their batting, put on more score, and also their bowling. Right? I mean, you need to put pressure on the opponents and not pressure on yourselves. So that's what happened here. So then next game is Guardians versus Titans. I think this was a Sunday game, I'm assuming. So I don't know what happened here. It's either it's too good bowling from Titans or too bad batting from Guardians. There was no good partnership that developed in this game from Guardian side. Rahul was the only guy who scored double digits, but rest of the things, it was Parag and company. They pretty much ran through the entire lineup of Guardians. I see a lot of new faces. Maybe Satish, the think tank behind this. So I think this could be more, putting new people in their positions and trying to, make them play. I think, right, Satish? Because I don't know a lot of players in this. I know Sudhakiran, Pradeep, Limbagiri, but rest of the people I haven't seen, or I don't know much about them, so I cannot really comment on them. But again, 44 was not a defendable target any sense. But I think I was just following this match, and I want to give a shout out to Khalil and Ujjwal Reddy. They really bowled well, because we see Ujjwal Reddy, he 4 overs, 7 runs and 2 wickets, and Khalil 4 overs, 10 runs and 2 wickets. So they both were bowling in tandem, and I was seeing a lot of dot balls when they were, especially when they were bowling to Prajwal. Prajwal took his time. I mean, he took 45 balls to score his 12 runs. But again, there was not enough score on the board, and just Titans didn't have any pressure to just on this game. So it was a kind of an easy win for Titans and hard luck Guardians, and I mean, that's all I have to say on this game. Satish, you want to add anything on this, or you're?
We are running. We are running very.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
We are running short of time.
All right.
We have only 7 minutes to. We have another 3 games to cover.
Okay. Yeah. Next game, Bulls Spartans. I think this is pretty much one-sided. Bulls dominated from for 25 overs. 110 is always a good score, because Bulls have a very good bowling lineup, and Spartans, they couldn't get. I mean, Gaurav has been scoring consistently this season. If you look at his 4-game scores, only one game he scored around 8 or 9 runs, but the rest of the games 15, 17, and this game 46. So that's a pretty good consistency. Consistently scoring runs on the top, that always puts pressure on the bowlers. And then Rohit comes down, and then he just goes. I think he hit 3 fours, and then he maintained a pretty good strike rate and to push the score to 107. And I think extras also was only 12, so I think it's decent from Spartans. And then Spartans batting, I think they pretty much I mean, they had a 26-run start, but then after that pretty much wickets fell in a regular sessions, and I mean, everybody in Bulls took took wickets. So this is more like, hey, we need to work more on the batting end of it. I mean, Ishwar and Kumar, those were the only two batsmen who really played and tried to score runs, but the rest of the things where they were trying to defend the balls. And as you see, this league, if you try to defend, you get out anyways. So rather you score and get out, at least you can say, hey, I didn't waste too many balls. Because if you keep defending, sometimes, it's just that one magic ball that hits your wicket off. So that's what I always tell, sometimes, people want to stay at the crease, which is okay, rather than spending time on the dugout. But if you're not scoring too many runs in the crease, then it's as equivalent as you sitting in the dugout. So, but anyway, so congrats, Bulls. Bulls are looking like a very strong team. In Pool B, they won all their games, and then I think they are trying to get their stamping done into the playoffs as early as possible. So congrats, Bulls, and congrats, Gino, and hard luck, Spartans.
Okay, now let's quickly get into buzz games of the weekend. There are two buzz games. One is Stingers versus Raptors. It's a buzz after the match in the town because Stingers beat Raptors. And there is another game, FCC versus Dynamites. This game is very key for seedings in that group. So everybody was closely watching this match. Whoever wins, they'll have some good cushion to get into the playoffs. So with that, Imti.
Yeah, the first game in Pool C for the buzz game is the Stingers versus United Raptors. I think we can formally call this as an upset of the week for sure, because I don't think anybody gave Stingers a chance against United Raptors.
True, I agree.
Heavy team,
Yeah.
right? So, but I think it was a very, very brave performance, and kudos to Stingers team, to be honest, because it was not expected, and beating a team like United Raptors should definitely be congratulated. Going into the game, Stingers won the toss, batted first, and put up a valiant score of 98 runs. Again, not finishing the full quota of overs, which I always think is should be a given for any team. If they play the 25 overs, they'll get a good score. Again, the mainstay in the batting, their opener Monty, supported in the middle by their captain Alagu, put up 10 runs. Pratik Chavda 10 runs. Amit Miglani 19 runs from 21 balls, 1416, and probably helping them to get to that total of 100, close to that total of 100. Again, 15 extras from bowling lineup of United Raptors, not expected. But again, overall, I think 98 Raptors would have been definitely happy with that score, because with that batting lineup that they have, they definitely would have fancied the chances. Bowling department for Raptors, Harsha Yeluri, again, is a very good bowler. Pick of the bowlers on for this game, picking up 4 wickets, and then Ashok Reddy Bhavanam, who's continuing to impress with every game, picking up crucial wickets, getting 3 wickets in this game as well. Surprising to see Pradeep Bota bowling over, which I don't think I have seen in the past, at least myself. But overall, I think 98 would definitely be a chaseable score for United Raptors. And I think going into the chase, the Raptors kind of did an experiment, kind of changed the batting order a little bit here and there. Amar, even though he's in the lineup, he played in the middle order, and then even Kiran sometimes open, sometimes comes in the middle. So there's a lot going on in the batting order, is what I thought. But even then, with that kind of shuffling, they were sitting comfortably at the break point. 12 overs, they were 60 for 3, and chasing 80, chasing 98. They would definitely be favorites to win the game. But then start the second half, wickets fall consistently, and somehow they choked under the pressure, and they lose the game. They got all out in 22 overs for 87 runs. Pradeep Bota, who is the star performer in their batting lineup, 34 runs, 41 balls, 3 fours, 1 sixer. Supported for a bit by Akhilesh, 14 runs, and then Srujan Reddy in the lower order, scoring some valuable 10 runs, but could not keep up to the to the bowling pressure put. I think again Amit Miglani, pick of the bowlers, 4 wickets in a crucial game. The top 4, he got Kaushik, Pradeep Bota, Kiran Boinpalli, and Akhilesh, who are like the mainstays in this. And I think Amit Miglani also performed with the bat, and like that gave him the confidence here. Probably a new star in the making. I'm not sure. I'm hearing this name for the first time, so hopefully we see some more good performances. But overall, again, beating a team like United Raptors, Stingers, kudos to the team. And uh, again, not to forget the contribution of Jagan in this game. He also picked up 3 wickets, crucial wickets, and I think the tandem attack between Amit and Jagan really helped them to win this game. So overall, very good game, and congratulations, Stingers, for an absolute brilliant performance.
One quick comment. I was very close to this game. Somebody was saying that, oh, United Raptors are having it too easy in Pool C. So, yeah, better be careful, people.
So they just wanted to prove that point wrong?
No, nothing is easy in DCL.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, again, like what I thought was like Kaushik had a brilliant game before this one, and then he gets out duck here. Kiran Boinpalli got it first ball duck. So I think that kind of affected their game, but I think Amar should always open the innings, and he can just score those quick runs, and then this game would have been over in a different way. So
quick factor, stumped out of Jagan's bowling, so maybe the league can work on it.
Okay, let's quickly get into our next game. Okay, we have
so the last game, FCC versus Dynamites. Again, like Jagan was mentioning, I think the context of the of this contest is what makes it the buzz game of the week. Both the teams, like in the middle of the standings pool, like trying to fight out for that playoff spot too early in the season. But then I think these kind of games really help you to get closer to the playoff chances. Again, they're yet to play some good teams in the pool, so the win here would be really crucial, and I think Dynamites really made sure that they got that win, and a comfortable win against FCC. Going into the game details, FCC batting first put up a score of 77, which I thought was below par, considering they have some good batsmen in their lineup. Even though we read the scorecard, like some double-digit score performances there. Satish, Kumar at the top, 11 runs. Vinay Gowda, 18 runs. Nishant Kumar, their captain, scoring 15 runs. So, like it looks like a decent, but then not much support from the other batsmen. They could only end up scoring 77 runs. Again, not playing the entire 25 overs. Another point there. But again, like credit to the Dynamites bowlers, I think, who stayed to their task and picked up regular wickets. Kushan Gajjar, if I'm saying it right, 3 wickets. Pick of the bowlers, Murugan and Venkat sharing 2 wickets each, and overall very good bowling performance. I thought, restricting FCC for 77. Going into the chase, Dynamites obviously with their batting lineup definitely favorites to go. They lost a quick wicket, but then I think steadied the innings. Arun and Vijay steadied the innings, but then the final nail in the coffin. Murugan Vishnath, absolute brilliant performance. 38 runs from 28 balls with 4 fours and 1 sixer. I think he just ran away with the game after the initial wickets fell. But a crucial win. Finished the game in close to 17 overs for the loss of 4 wickets. Definitely will give them a good boost in their batting performances going forward. So good win for Dynamites, and hopefully they continue this form going into the next games.
Actually, last week I thought this is going to be a very close game, but Dynamites dominated this game. Vijay, if you want to add anything, you can. Otherwise, we can get into predictions. Vijay there?
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I was talking to myself. Anyways, I think overall when we came into this game, I just wanted to say, just go and enjoy the game at the same time. Let's not give them the upper hand. I think we left 5 catches. Again, I keep stressing the importance of catching. We are practicing, but still at the game situation, we are somehow not in a good position to take those catches. So some of them were very good sitters. But even though we lost those catches, we still kept bowling to attacking the wickets, and FCC was trying to play shots, and and all of a sudden once the Vinay got out, then we know that then we have a very good chance to fold them within 80 runs. So we set the target, and the people, the bowlers delivered, and I'm happy with how everybody turned up. And batting, I didn't expect Murugan to play those kind of innings, but I'm happy for him because he started slow, but then he didn't listen to anybody in the dugout. He just went and started hitting. So it was good to watch, good to see Murugan back in form. He improved his fitness this year, coming from last year. So
quick question: is it the same Murugan that once played for Legends in one of the seasons? Is that
yes?
Same? Okay.
Yes. So I think he last game he scored 36, this game 38. So I don't want to jinx him, but he played very well and he was playing fearlessly. So that's what we need. So again, good performance, and let's hopefully we will continue going forward.
Okay, let's quickly get into our predictions. Okay, Pool A predictions: MI Rangers versus Fighters. I think Fighters should take this one very easily, and I'm saying all 4-0. Any objections there?
No objections, but I don't think it will be an easy one. I know MI Rangers is depleted, but still, I think they will give a good tough fight. Fighters will take the game.
Okay. Any objections other than that? I hope no. Okay. The next one is Phantoms versus MCC Miles.
Legends?
No, I think he's going by Pool A.
Oh, okay, Pool A. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Next one is Phantoms versus MCC Miles. MCC Miles should they take this one easily? Sorry, my friend. Again, you guys have to pull up your socks to, prove us wrong. Phantoms captain, I hope you are listening.
I hope MCC Miles is not affected much by their player availability. If not, they should be an easy game for MCC Miles.
Saturday should be okay, is what I'm guessing. But you never know.
Yeah.
So the next one is Red Devils versus KRCC. This is going to be very, very interesting game. Imti.
Oh yeah, this is one of the games that I'm looking forward for this week. Red Devils in hot form this season. They haven't put a foot wrong. KRCC, on the other hand, reigning champions. So this would be a very, very good contest, I think. If I just have to go based on the roster strengths and how the teams are doing right now, it will be a very, very tough call. But Red Devils look favorites. But then, just from an analyst, putting the analyst hat, I think KRCC has it in them for the big games, and they will pull this off. KRCC.
Okay, Dinesh. Dinesh, are you there? Dinesh, are you there?
I think he dozed off.
Okay.
Or he doesn't want to predict this game.
No. I was muted and talking to myself. So, okay. Excuse me. So I was going to say it's going to be a test of Red Devils batting against KRCC, but I have a feeling that Red Devils can pull this one off. Red Devils.
Okay, Satish.
I'll give it to Red Devils just because this game is coming early in the season. KRCC is not in form yet. Once they start, I think it's tough to control them. But because it's early stage, KRCC is a little bit sloppy. So based on that, Red Devils will win this game.
Well, that's a good observation. Vijay.
Yeah, so KRCC, they have 2 games this weekend, I'm assuming, Saturday and Sunday. So this is, I'm hoping that they will put their best team for this game. So I'm going to split this vote and making it KRCC.
Okay, cool. So let's see. This is going. Yeah.
If I can add a comment. So if Red Devils take this game, I think they're a serious contender for the top 4 is what I'm thinking.
Exactly. Yeah, those were my thoughts too.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Yeah. The
Good
next one is Rising Stars versus Indus Thunders. Can Rising Stars beat Indus? What are the chances? Imti.
Yeah, another good game in the making, I think. But looking at Indus Thunders last week, I think I have restored my confidence and faith in them. So I'll back Indus Thunders to win this one. But Rising Stars, I think they're doing really good. Hope they give a good fight in this game. I would be glad if they prove me wrong, but Indus Thunders for me.
Dinesh.
Yeah, I'm going with Indus Thunders because every time I vote against Rising Stars, they seem to be winning. So I'm going with Indus Thunders.
Sentiment. Okay. Satish.
Yeah, hands down, Indus Thunders all the way.
Vijay.
Yeah, I'll give it to Indus Thunders mainly because of their the bowling strength. But I also wanted to give kudos to Rising Stars. They have a much better team than last year. So I think Prashant has done a good job in the offseason to get some guys. So but this is going to be a very crucial challenge for them. I think they take it as a challenge and try to show that we are wrong. But for now, I'll go with Indus.
Is Prashant still the captain? I don't remember seeing him in the scorecards in any, at least like the 2 or 3 games that
I think it is another Bhavin or something.
Okay, Bhavin Patel. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Is Bhavin
Chintan Patel. Chintan Patel is captain.
Chintan, sorry.
Chintan. Yeah. It is Chintan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chintan is the captain. Yeah. On-field captain is Chintan always. He's been doing that one since last year, I think. Okay. The next game of the night is Royal Hunkars versus Hawks. I'll give it to Hawks all the way, unless my beer buddy, he'll do some damage to Hawks. Okay.
So how has your beer buddy fared after that very first performance? We really did not.
After that, he only has excuses. No performances.
So hopefully he's listening and we'll come up with something this week then.
Yeah. Okay. He's laughing, so I'm safe. Okay. So Hawks are going to win this one for sure, is what I'm guessing. Any objections there?
No objections, but I think Hawks really have to win this game to come back into contention for the playoffs.
Okay. When I said Hawks are going to win this one, my friend got mad. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Let's quickly jump into Pool B. Okay. SL is Legends versus Cheetahs. Okay. Legends all the way. Any objections here?
No.
No.
Okay. The next one is Motor City versus Hitman. It's going to be a very interesting game, but Hitman has edge. That's what I'm thinking. Imti.
Yeah, definitely Hitman for me. I think they are an improved team this season and they have played some good games, even though they lost a few games, but still I think the performances that they're putting is impressive. So I'll back Hitman to win this one.
Okay. Dinesh.
Yeah, it's going to be Hitman, but if Motor City can bat first, it will be an interesting game. Hitman though.
Satish.
Hitman.
Vijay.
Yeah, I will go with Hitman. Motor City has a little bit more work to do in terms of their batting and bowling. So Hitman is a little bit from the scores. I'm just saying, going with the data. So I'm going with Hitman.
You're going with everybody is saying Hitman. Okay. Again, my friend, my beer buddy sent a challenge to me. He said he's going to win the game for Royal Hunkars against Hawks. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay. And the next game is Pokhris versus Gujarat Lions. Okay. Tough one. I'm thinking it's Pokhris all the way. Any objections there?
No objections. Pokhris for sure, but I'm hoping for a good game for Ronak Patel to hit form and make this interesting.
So it's like this. If Ronak and Maulik hit, if they score in bulk, I see Gujarat Lions have a chance. But bowling-wise, Pokhris are very strong, is what I am guessing. Okay, but you never know. Dinesh.
Yeah, I'm going with Pokhris.
Satish.
I would see it's like for Pokhris is 51% and then Gujarat line 49%. But one thing that fears me is Pokhris is still trying the new variations, right, in terms of batting lineup or bowling lineup. That actually it worries me. So, but I'll give that edge to Pokhris this game.
Okay, but one thing I can say openly, Pokhris are strategizing a lot against Gujarat Lions. So at least that buzz is there. Okay,
it is good. Yeah.
Yeah, Vijay.
Yeah, this is again, from a strength point of view, both teams have equal talented players. But little bit more edge to Pokris mainly because of their experience. Their 5 bowlers, which I think I can count their 5 bowlers, they're pretty straightforward. They're putting line and length. But again, if somebody's rhythm is being broken, their strike bowler right now is Vicky. So Vicky is taking a bunch of wickets. In 2 matches, he took like 5 fifers. So again, that's one of those things that one extraordinary performance from Vicky is able to, give them the edge. But again, it could be anybody's game. I'm giving slight edge to Gujarat Lions on this game, mainly because they are very hungry after their loss last week. So they might put a better thing. But it's again, as Satish said, it's very on the edge. So I'm just going.
So you're giving to Gujarat Lions?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's picking Gujarat Lions. It's going to be very interesting. Let's see what happens next week.
One other it's an interesting fact, right? It's not about fact. It's again going to be a windy weekend this weekend. Winds are there, and especially this game before, the wind will be against the long on, long off. So just watch out, Gujarat Lions.
Okay. So because you said wind, all that stuff, I don't know how many of you know, listeners and the analysts. If you click on the ground, on our website, it tells you average first inning scores, average second inning scores. Okay, go and check that one.
I did
Next
that.
time.
I've seen
I did that throughout last season. What is this for the finals? Come on.
Right.
There are a lot of people who don't know that. So I'm just giving.
One more pointer to the committee, if they can make it happen within cricket clubs, is like if a regular user can actually check like how many teams have won batting first, like those kind of stats, if they can pull. Because this season, what I'm observing is at least based on what games I'm analyzing, most of the chasing teams are winning. So I just wanted to make sure that is true based on data.
Okay, that's an interesting observation. Yes, I'll definitely talk to KK if he can do something on this one. The next game is Local Boys versus Gladiators. Gladiators all the way. Any objections there?
No objections, but Local Boys definitely again an improved team. Hopefully some good performances come out, and Gladiators is looking as good as always. So glad.
Okay. The next game is SSK versus FCC Agni. This is going to be showcase game of the weekend. Okay. Competitive game. Imti.
Well, again, I just got to know something today in the show, right? FCC Agni has some new players, is what I heard. So, again, if not for that fact, I would have picked SSK, but then maybe based on what I heard, I'll just go again with FCC Agni. If their full strength team is there, yes.
Dinesh.
FCC Agni.
Interesting. Satish.
Yeah, Agni for me.
Vijay.
Agni.
Oops.
Man, you guys hate Lingappan. I can see that.
No,
I don't hate Lingappan because
I think SSK is going to win this game.
No. It's not about hating Lingappan. Lingappan is a good friend of mine. Only thing is the quality of the players. Ramesh is adding up to Agni. That's what I said, right? So if those guys show up tomorrow, it's going to be one-sided game. If I'm not wrong.
Okay, we'll
I hope they have a good game, win or lose, because next day we are playing a rescheduled game against them. So I don't want them to come with all bigger our game. SSK.
Okay. The next one is Pool C. We are jumping into Pool C. FCC versus Dark Horses.
And I know Ramesh is playing for SSK. He's come from far off. So.
Okay.
Ramesh. Okay.
Yeah. FCC versus Dark Horses. FCC all the way. Any objections there?
I'm umpiring this game.
Okay. That's a good comment.
FCC.
Yeah. I think FCC all the way. And the next one is Marvels versus GLCC, and I'll give you a hint. Probably I may debut. I may do my debut this week.
So we can expect winds and rain.
Winds for sure.
Okay. So you guys can guess it how strong it is going to be.
Good.
Yeah, Satish. Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. GLCC. So the way if you are playing this game, that actually adds more complex for the opponents.
I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why.
Again, make sure you tell you are not umpiring, okay? You stay in square leg. Just make sure you tell.
Yeah. Okay. So, anybody? Any predictions? Imti?
GLCC, no.
Okay.
No
So
way. Yeah.
I think GLCC should take this one because Marvels, if GLCC plays 25 overs, Marvels are giving 20 plus extras. Okay. That itself is, and if GLCC plays 25 overs, I'm damn sure they'll score at least 80, and the 20 extras is 100 there, and they have bowling attack to defend that one.
You are talking
That's
too conservatively about your own team. If you play 25 overs, 80 is what? Even double the score is possible.
no. See, I'm
Exactly.
see. I said what is enough there. If somebody clicks big time, it's no. I mean, it's going to be good, but it's GLCC. They'll play always competitive game. They'll give a hope always to the opposition. So that's our motto.
Jagan always makes sure that there are not a lot of what do you say eyes on the GLCC team. Like
No, it's no. I'm telling you, go and check any game. Okay, we always
no,
respect
I'm just
opponents.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, we always give hope to opponents.
No, I mean, like somehow, again, this is my personal observation. You kind of downplay every game so that, like, there's no much hype that GLCC will do this, that kind of thing. So
It's not like that. GLCC, nobody thinks that GLCC can dominate anybody. It's a fact. That's what I personally felt. Okay, if I ask you, will GLCC make it to playoffs? People may say, yeah, there is a chance. Can GLCC come to the next level, and after that, then these ifs and buts will come into picture. Okay, so I'll stop my discussion there. we will go to SLCC Guardians versus Dynamites. I think Dynamite should take this one very easily. I'll skip Dynamites here. Dynamites captain Vijay here. Remaining all. Any thoughts? Anybody wants to add anything? I think Dynamite should take this one easily.
Yep.
Okay, the next one is Spartans versus Dairya. It is going to be very, very competitive game, but based on the way Dairya is playing, I think Dairya should take this one, is what I'm guessing. Imti.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm in a little bit of thought here. I was just trying to look how many games did Spartans win this season.
No. Not much.
None.
Spartans, they won one match. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, they won one game against Guardians.
Yeah.
The first game.
Yeah, Spartans, they won one. After that, they lost all 4 games. They have 5 points now. Dairya,
But
they
Dairya has only beaten Marvels and Dark Horses, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just go with gut feeling. Spartans for me.
Spartans, okay. Dinesh.
Dairya.
Super. Okay. Satish.
Spartans. The bowling attack is really good.
Okay. Vijay.
I'll play the devil's advocate and take Dairya.
Okay, that's it. It's fantastic. I'm thinking so. My vote goes to Dairya. Somehow I don't know. I'm thinking Dairya will win this one. The next one is again, top-notch game: Sterling Strikers versus Detroit Titans. This is the game that everybody is going to watch this weekend. Imti.
I'll give it to Detroit Titans. They'll make 5 in a row and probably almost close to the playoffs is what I'm thinking.
Interesting. Okay. Dinesh.
Detroit Titans.
Satish.
Detroit Titans.
Okay. With that, we have completed all the games, and everybody gave this game to Detroit Titans, and we will see what happens next week. And with that, we will conclude. We have taken almost half an hour extra. Sorry for that. We will conclude this show here. Thank you. Good night, everybody.